Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining our Zoom tonight and making the time to do it. We all appreciate it. I know it's hard to take time out of our lives right now, especially during the week. My name is Brandy Kreider. I'm part of the Juice Plus community, and our goal is pretty much to help create like a healthy living revolution. And we kind of look at things in a more holistic way. I was a nurse for 10 years. I now have an event planning business with my husband and my best friend and her husband. And I have 3 kids. My whole family, and my husband we're all on Juice Plus. And it has helped our lives, not just with our immune systems, where I noticed that we are less sick than previous years, but also we've had some great like health benefits that have happened, especially with my husband. He had high cholesterol and high blood pressure, and with Juice Plus and other changes for a little bit more of a holistic lifestyle, it's really helped. So we have some friends on here that are already customers and can attest to some of the benefits on here. I know this year, 2020, has been an exceptional year. Some a little positive, some a little negative, but it's hard, I know, at least for me, to not let that stress kind of seep in, and with all the different things that have been going on, to kind of just keep that out of my bubble. And I honestly believe that a lot of times all those things kind of seeping in and us losing our focus on what's important, our health, our family, and things like that, it really does affect our immune system. It affects our sleep. I just wake up and cranky and sore and things like that. And I can say for myself that taking Juice Plus has helped tremendously with that. My husband works midnights, and he's like, I'll never, ever stop this stuff, because it really has just done wonders for him as well. So I was just wondering if anybody could share a little about how 2020 has affected them, or if they feel like it's affected them, their health, their immune system, or anything down that way.
I'll go.
Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Henry, and yeah, I came to the call because I know that you're a nurse, and I just, I think it's always helpful to hear what people are doing to stay healthy. And I think this pandemic during 2020 has taken a toll on a lot of people. I know personally for me, it's changed a lot of stuff in my lifestyle. Like going to the grocery store, for instance. Like I carry my mask everywhere I go. It's in my pocket at all times. And so not that I'm living my life in paranoia, but just knowing that it's got to be more cautious out there, because the virus is real. And I think we can all attest to someone that we know that has gotten it before. So I think part of it is a little bit of fear. I think one of the other challenges 2020 has brought is sort of a disconnect. I mean, I'm such a social butterfly. I love going out and just meeting people, and I'm a big sports fanatic, like playing sports all the time, and haven't been able to get out and do ultimate frisbee and a lot of contact sports. I have gone out and played a little bit of volleyball, but I kind of limited myself to even that. Going to the gym, I know exercise is important, but going to the gym, I mean, sometimes I'm the only person in the entire gym that's wearing a mask. And yeah, so I guess like physically, I know this is taking a toll. Mentally, I know that's taking a toll. And I feel like I'm not alone on this. I feel like there's a lot of people in the same boat.
I totally agree. I'm really exactly in the same boat as you. I'm such a like outdoors person, and I already dread like the winter coming, because I'm like, oh, it's less time outside. But now with there being like restrictions and things like that in place, it just seems like we are more closed in, and it's like we've been doing this for a little while now, to where you're like, okay, I've been noticing, like, I feel like this is starting to wear on me. I feel like I was really staying like was rising above it for a long time. But this last little bit here, I'm noticing myself wanting to eat more like comfort type foods and things like that. And, so it's definitely hard, I know, for myself to stay focused as well.
Yeah.
I think it's really emotionally hitting me right now during the holidays because we cannot see our family the way we would for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so I've been trying to stay above it the whole time, but right now it's really getting to me because of that. And I'm also a very social person. I go out, I have a higher white blood cell count than red blood cell count. So my immunities are very touchy. I have to be extra careful. I'm immunodeficient. So, and wearing the mask, of course, I wear it everywhere I go. It drives me crazy. I just feel like you can't see people's emotions and it's cutting off so much of what we used to have. And I'm kind of depressed about it, honestly. So I don't know if that's how anyone else feels, but that's where I'm at with it right now. Even though I try to stay positive about it every day and think, okay, something good is coming out of this. There's a lot of good things that are coming out of it. We're spending more time with our direct family, and hopefully they're going to come up with some major cure for some crazy disease that they haven't been able to cure because this has come out. So I try to find every positive way, but right now during the holidays, it's just really emotionally taxing.
I totally agree. So like what are we all doing? Like what's everybody doing to like support our own selves? Because really at the end of the day, we have to make sure we're taking care of ourselves as well. Like I know for myself, I've been like trying to just have quiet time, like trying to just really be in touch with like if I'm feeling frazzled and things like that, knowing I need to kind of step away, or doing like breathing stuff, or even if it's just like it's like today it was super super windy, but it was pretty nice out, and so just going for a walk and things like that, like even if it was, it was a half an hour, I barely really had time to do it at the time, but when I got back I just felt so much better. So what is everybody else doing, like anything, or can give me some tips?
Someone
Meditation helps a lot.
Yeah, someone told me that there were 6 best doctors in the world, and not in any particular order, but Dr. Hydration, Dr. Nutrition, Dr. Breathing, Dr. Sunlight, Dr. Sleep, and Dr. Exercise. And I think I'm finding there's a lot of people who are hurting in multiple areas because of fear. They're not getting out and doing exercise. But if we know that Dr. Exercise is one of the most important doctors in the world, then we're more motivated to push through that. If we know that Dr. Sleep is important, then we might think twice about turning on that toxic TV that's talking about all like craziness that's happening in the world before we go to sleep. If we know that Dr. Nutrition is super important, then knowing the power of fruits and vegetables, then we're going to think twice about eating ramen noodles all the time. Yeah. So I guess one of the things that I'm curious about is how you guys, I don't think anyone would argue that fruits and vegetables are good for you. Fruits and vegetables are great for your immune system, but I'm curious what kind of things that you guys do to get more fruits and vegetables into your diet.
Well, for me, what you're seeing behind, I take Juice Plus, and so that gives you a variety of 31 different fruits, vegetables, nuts to kind of just saturate your body with. But I also have this tower garden that I use every single day. I have tons of green stuff growing out of that. I pack my husband's salad every day. I make my salad every day. I usually make a greens shake out of it as well. And I think just between having those two things, it's like you're already putting good things in your body then. So when I have options to maybe not eat the best things, it's like, oh, do I really want to do that when I'm like eating these other good things? Like, why do I want to counteract that and then get that inflammation and, that like, feeling the next day where you're just, I don't know. When I eat yucky, I definitely feel it.
So Brandy, I have like orange juice in the morning. I'll have like a salad and apple for lunch. maybe a salad for dinner. So can you explain to me how you get 31 nutrients from this, from the Juice Plus? Can you explain that to me?
So
I think I'm
basically the
eating
way,
healthy. I eat healthy.
right, but we're technically supposed to have 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, which to me is really hard. Before I got on Juice Plus, I was trying and failing every single day with that, especially trying to get my family to do it too, who was very resistant. And then if I was kind of getting to that goal, it was only stuff I liked. So it was like not a variety at all. And what I liked about this was like it's vegan, it's non-GMO. Just the little stories like our oranges are grown, like it's a multi-generational family. I think it's a grandpa and his grandson that are doing our oranges right now and growing in fields where, or I don't know, what do you call that, where oranges are grown? Not fields. Groves, there we go, sorry. Where no chemicals have ever been used on that property. And so they basically suck all the water out of it, and they don't do like where vitamins do, where they take like certain amounts out, or certain what's the word I want to use? Oh,
Like they isolate it.
Isolated. There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's not isolated nutrients like they do for vitamins. You're getting everything. So if you get a carrot, normally if you get a carrot, you just eat the orange part of the carrot. You're not eating like the green part as well. So this gives you everything, all that stuff. You eat a lemon, but you don't eat the peels. You know, so this.
So the peels are in it. The peels are in this Juice Plus.
Yes.
I don't understand. Is it like they're vitamins?
They're capsules or chewables. So it's raw food. It's not a supplement. So like we don't say we eat Juice Plus, because really it is food. It has a label that's from the FDA. It's not a vitamin label. It's not a supplement label. It's an actual food label.
Oh.
So if it has all this, so then you must be talking about the synchronicity of all of the phytonutrients that you get from all the different types of fruits and vegetables. Is that what you're referring to, Brandy?
Yes.
All those tens of thousands of phytonutrients?
Yes. I mean, there's nothing else out there on the market. I'm a big science geek. I love to do research on things like that. And I mean, when I saw the science behind it, I was already like, yay, because I just am that kind of a person. And then when I saw that it was the most researched, like nutritional thing on the market, I was just like, oh my God. And the research just speaks for itself. I mean, it's not just, your local community college that is doing the research. It is amazing places that are very reputable. The doctors and different nurses and things like that we work with. I was listening to Mitra Ray actually a little earlier, and they're just amazing people. They know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. And honestly, the company as well is for me, not just about my health, but my personal growth. It's really helped me in that aspect.
So is Mitra Ray the one that created it? Is she the doctor that created it and provided the research for it, or is it different?
That I'm not sure about.
I've heard of Dr. Mitra Ray.
Research than just Mitra Ray.
Okay.
So Dr. Mitra Ray is she's a research scientist, but also she's got a double PhD in biochemistry and I think it's something like bioengineering. I forget what it is.
Yeah, but it's amazing degrees.
Yeah, from both Stanford and the other one from MIT.
Wow.
And so,
but she did create the Shred 10. I heard that she created the whole Shred 10 program, right?
I wasn't sure if it was all of Juice Plus, but I thought it was the complete for sure.
Yeah, so there's this program called Shred 10 that she and this other girl, this athlete, they came up with, and I think it's a really good program. Actually, when I first heard about it, I didn't completely buy into it, but once I tried it and I actually like stuck with it, then I could feel a difference. could we, for people that are watching the recording, could we go over what the shred 10 entails? Because a lot of people think, oh, that's like losing 10 pounds.
Right.
I don't lose 10 pounds. That's not why I did it.
Right. Yeah, I think that's important too, because I think a lot of people see the Shred 10 and the Complete as like all these other things that are on social media where it's like, you know, do you need to lose 20 pounds? Give us a call, you know, or whatever. But like for me, especially, you know, finding out where, because I don't eat a lot of meat, I try not to eat meat, that it has like the D3 and the B, you know, those kind of vitamins in it that help for people that are vegan. I really liked that. And the fact that our products all can be taken by pregnant women. Like to me, I don't really want to put anything in my body that they're saying, if you're pregnant, you might not want to take this. Then nobody should take it to me.
So
Yeah.
what I was trying to understand is Dr. Mitra Ray the only research is that the scientific research for the Juice Plus, or is there other research? Is she the doctor that like says this is great? Or are there other research studies with it? That's what I'm trying to understand, the scientific backing behind it.
I know that there's tons of research behind Juice Plus. I mean, lists and lists. I have one, I think, close by me, but I mean, the list is amazing. Like I said, that was one of the things that I was like, holy cow, when I saw how much research was done, and it's double blind. So it's not where Juice Plus is saying, say this. They kind of just give them the product and then they get the results back, and they can't taint those results. They can't change those results. Whatever they put out is what they put out. So that's just how it goes.
Oh, that's impressive, because I'm a science geek. So I would be researching and looking into that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, they have great research out there. Great results.
You had said that it was in capsules or some sort of a gummy form or something. So how do they get all of this into what's that look like? Like it's just capsules. So
Yeah.
it's just like, so basically it sounds like it's whole food nutrition on the go.
Right. That's exactly what it is. So this is what they look like. And then it shows you on the back of them, like this one here is apple, peach, cranberry. I mean, the list of each of these is so long. And then we have omegas too, which are awesome and great for
So
your brain.
those are fish based or all plant based?
No, because everything that we have is vegan. So instead of using it from the fish, it's actually better for environment as well. And we take it directly from the algae that the fish would eat.
How does that work?
3, 6, 7, and 9.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
What do they
Thank
look
you.
like?
And these two I put on my skin sometimes.
Oh,
These are our omegas.
nice. Okay.
Look how shiny that looked. And then this is the fruit blend. And I mean, when you open it, you can smell it. I mean, each of them is literally the color the little jar thingy
Nice.
is.
Okay.
And the shakes are really good. And I didn't think I would like them. And even my my 14-year-old daughter, who's picky about everything, she's obsessed with the shakes. She drinks the complete shakes with chocolate almond milk, and it's like she is obsessed with it. She loves it. So that's great for me because it's great stuff.
So if I want more information, Brandy, do I just get this at a health food store, or what do I do?
You have to get a hold of whoever sent you this video or whoever invited you to this video. Myself, I'm on Facebook as well, Brandy Kreider. And we could get you more information and talk about where you're going, what your health journey is, what you want to see, what your goals are,
Okay.
and take it one step at a time.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I would just contact you and order it through you.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. This has been really
Thank you
important.
guys for taking time tonight. I appreciate it.
Well, Henry, what were you
Yes.
going to say?
I just had another question that I think would be good for people to hear too. Brandy, knowing that you're coming from a nursing background, I mean, it's one of the most highly respected professions, if not the most respected profession out there. You know, your training as a nurse, could you enlighten us on how that might be different from what you know now, from what you learned from your textbooks?
Oh yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
great.
See, I'll tell you, even when I was in nursing school and I was learning stuff, I always was like more about, I always felt like holistic made more sense to me. And so I came from a place where it was, you gave a pill for whatever it was. It was never, I don't want to say healing, but it was just given something to take care of whatever the symptoms were at the time. And I saw for myself, my husband's cholesterol was over 600. His blood pressure was through the roof. Now he takes no medications. And so I've seen it with my own two eyes that putting the right things in your body can do way more for us. This is how I think of it too. Our bodies know what to do. And like, I just need to respect my body enough to be a cooperative component to help it to be at its full potential. So putting yucky stuff in it, smoking cigarettes or drinking all the time or eating yucky food or whatever it may be is not being a cooperative component in my health and letting my body do what it can do. Because we can fight things off. We can fight off, viruses and whatever. But if we're not giving it the right fuel that it needs in order to do that, we're really just putting it behind the 8 ball.
So it sounds like this has got better bioavailability than like a multivitamin that you were mentioning before has, isolated nutrients. So
Absolutely. Our bodies just absorb that better. There's not the gums and the fillers. And, half the time, if you really look into these vitamins, it's barely got anything in it of what you really need. I mean, it's just a lot of crap, honestly. And with this, it's just all good stuff. I mean, even the with the capsules, the little clear thing that the food is in is natural. So it's not, I believe it's made out of tapioca. And so, you're just not getting that all the, the chemical and the yucky stuff where our body's then like, okay, great, I get a vitamin, but then I, half the stuff isn't even good for my body. So I got to try to get that out as well.
when you were holding up those bottles, I thought I saw on there that it was like, I thought I saw the NSF on the label. What's that?
So our NSF, I've looked and looked and looked to see if I could find another protein powder, vitamin, anything with this NSF. NSF is telling you, and a lot of companies will say, well, we don't do it because we just didn't want to pay for it. But that's not the truth, because I did like tons of research into this. It can only be put on a label, and that's saying what is in this label is actually in it. There's not other stuff that we're not telling you about, anything like that. What is on the label is on the label. And what is on the label is broccoli, parsley, tomato, carrot, garlic. I mean, it's not weird words that you've never heard or words that are this long or something that makes no sense.
Cool. So it sounds like it's better than organic then.
Yeah, for real. Really.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you very much.
You guys so much. I'm so glad you had so many questions.
Thank you.
Have any questions, honey?
Not a bit. I'm just listening.
Yeah, my husband just joined us, so I was wondering if he had any questions. So, no. You'll pay for it for me, won't you? I want to order it.
Off it up.
I'm gonna remove the spotlight and go back to gallery view so we can all see each other. Awesome. Well, thanks for answering our questions tonight, Brandy, and thanks for putting this call together.
Yeah,
Thank you so
guys.
much. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Me too. Thank you. I'm going to look up your site. I'm going to try to find you. You said on Facebook?
Yeah.
Or is there a certain website that I would go to? You said it's Brandy Kreider.
I could put it in I could put my my information in the chat for you if you'd like.
That would be great.
That's
'Cause
perfect.
then I can just go right to your website, right?
Yes,
Okay, cool. And all the research is on there as well?
absolutely.
Okay, and is there any videos or anything that I could maybe watch about just a product or how it's made, or just any type of video with any more information?
There's tons of stuff in so many different categories. It's amazing. So you could either just get a hold of me and we
Okay.
can talk about what specifically you'd like, and then I could find you 1 or 2 short videos just to send you to just give you an idea, and then we could talk from there.
Okay, that'd be really great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Randy,
Hi.
hi. Yeah, I like that flower plant you've got growing back here behind you. That's pretty neat.
Yo,
That's pretty cool. Did you do that yourself?
I did grow that myself. It was the easiest thing I've ever grown in my whole life. All I did was put some seeds in a little rock wool brick and then pop them in there and plug that sucker in. And I swear to you,
Really?
it's growing so much that I can barely handle it. I have 5 chickens, and I have had to cut some off and give that to them because it was just growing so out of control. And I use it
Cool.
2 or 3 times a day.
Are those sprayers that are hanging off of it, or what
Nope,
is it?
those are lights. I just
Really?
turned those off so you could see it. But those lights only use like the power of like a 60-watt light bulb as well.
Really?
Yeah.
They're as big as they are. You think?
Yeah, that's my living room. I mean, so we have it right there, and
So where's the dirt? Or is the dirt in
Is it
those
down
little
bottom?
holes?
there's right down here in the bottom is a basin that has water in it, and the water runs through, and it's technically not hydroponic, it's aeroponic. And so every 12 minutes it turns on for 3 minutes.
So you have no dirt.
No dirt, no weeding, no bugs. It's been
Wow, that's-
great. We have 2 of them. I have one outside. Well, it's in for now, but then this one indoors. So
That's my
I love
biggest problem with gardening is I don't like to get dirty.
oh, I know, me too. I'm such a princess now that I got this thing. I'm like, I will never have a garden again because
Does it taste different than like what we grow in the garden?
Oh,
Does
it
it
grows.
taste different?
Well, you know, I can be a skeptical person. And so I actually had started an outdoor garden before I bought this and had cucumbers growing. And so when I started the seeds for my tower garden, it was 41 days later. I have pictures so you guys could get on my Facebook, or when you get my information, I could even send them to you. And the cucumbers grew, the color was gorgeous. The flavor was completely different. It was so cucumbery. It was such a good it was so different. So it was really cool to be able to see that. And actually the one that was in my tower garden, even though it was started 41 days later, it surpassed the other one. It grew bigger, faster. And I was like, it was crazy to watch that and be able to document that happening. So yeah,
Wow.
it grows like 3 times faster with like 98% less water. And I think, yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Should be interested in having one of those. It looks like it'd be fun.
You would love it. It's one of our favorite things. Our whole family's involved with it. And I think
cool.
it's one of the coolest things I've ever bought.
Cool.
So since it doesn't have dirt, does it have a cleaner taste to it since there's no dirt
Oh,
involved?
it does. Absolutely. And they're so easy to take. Everything is easy to take out. I mean, like I trim around it. But the one that I had outside, I would just pull the whole plant out. I mean, and you could see the root just is right down there. I mean, really the only maintenance that you have once you put it together, which takes like 5 minutes, is you want to check in there. You want to make sure your water level is to where it needs to be. And you know, you're adding your minerals, and then the roots kind of all grow down into the basin. And so you just want to make sure that the roots don't get into the pump, which you just trim that and that's it. I mean,
Wow.
it's so easy. I can't even
They
believe it.
extend all the way down there.
Yeah,
That's wild.
I know. It's crazy. You get 30% more yield, 90% less space. They
Pretty
say it's like the easy button of gardening.
There you go. That's what I like.